There's my lovely TB dinner. Well, good thing I have a fork. Let me locate it. I didn't even think about that when I was out there. Because I gotta locate that right now. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna grab a fork. I'm just grabbing a fork. Relax, I'll be right there. I have to grab a fork out of here. Okay, now I have to go wash it.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you'll ever see.
And as you can see, me and you are both having trouble starting to talk.
Yep.
I mean, this is something that you're breathing in every day.
Yeah. Like 50% of the air in the house?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is coming from down here.
Yes, sir.
Basic, because that was a great move, right? I just went up there.
All right, let's get busy.
I grabbed my stuff. $8. I paid for a sweet tea and a TB dinner. And I'm darn well happy. We're back on. We'll see who shows up, if anybody at all. If you do, you do. I just wanted to come back on and be with you because, well, I just went to go get dinner and came right back. And now I'm going to be eating. Yeah, because I'm hungry. Haven't really ate anything since breakfast this morning, so this would be a good thing. I gotta throw this in the trash. Oh, so great. What did I get again? Oh, the chicken parmesan. It's really great. It's rather great. So good. Good.
Start your day with Sacramento's news leader, KCR Weekly News, where the news comes first.
Oh man, this is not happening. We need to go after some salt. Do I have my key on me? Where's my key? Hold on. Oh, here it is. I found it. You know what we're doing. We're going after salt. I have salt and pepper. And if I don't, I trip out. So we have to go after salt and pepper. That means I have to go straight down the hall. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Yeah, I went the wrong way. I still don't have it right. We're back again. We're back again. Because we have to go through here. Because I'm going after salt and pepper for my dinner. I have to go in here. Right. Salt and pepper for my dinner. Then we're going to be good to go. Then I'll be happy. Yeah, salt and pepper for my dinner. Okay. Now all we do is go straight down here. Our little room would be right here. Okay, hold on. Gotta open this lovely little door. I think it's the one underneath that works. Hold on. Yep, it works. Oh, what the heck? My card got stuck in the door. Again. Okay, now it should close. The safety latch on the door. Put those bitch ass keys down there. Now we're set to go. Now we have salt and pepper. Very good. So good. I'm so happy. Like, we need salt and pepper. And plus, hold on a minute. I gotta go over here to eat. Hold on, I'll be right there. I'm moving all the stuff so I can eat over here.
How many of you have actually written for
I would have paper in junior high. Not quite the same thing.
Okay, put this over here.
This is terrific. Let's tell them how it's done. The trailer also gives fans a peek.
I'm not really trying to disguise where I am because I don't give a shit if you know where I am. But then I have to grab my little thingy over here. My charger, my water, and my tea. Fall if you want to, I don't mind. And now we're good. It's all good in the hood, don't you know? Gotta figure out how we're gonna plug this in. Oh, right here. Did you see my flowers that I picked for Kylie? Look, there they are. Look how lovely they are, right? Hold on, I gotta plug this little phone in. Because if we don't plug the phone in pretty soon, we're gonna be in the red again. Because I keep going live, so it's kind of like, you know, it doesn't want to behave. Look, it's almost dark now already out there. Move this stuff out of my little way so that I can get in here. So nice. I love it. They said, okay, I love it. I'm going to move this here little thing for a minute. Hopefully the phone will stay there somehow. Oh, bitch. Hold on. I'm moving my flowers temporarily. And this little backpack. See, it didn't even take me long to get dinner and get back here. That was quick. That was so quick. Alright, I already said, Grace, I gotta get a pillow to sit on. Hold on. I don't like that chair. Yeah, I gotta sit on this here little pillow. I don't like this chair. It's weird.
Thank you for joining us here.
See if it gets better now. Oh, so much better.
I want to quickly show you the
So much better.
vehicle that was involved.
Okay, hold on. I gotta get rid of this water. I'm gonna get going on my tea.
Fire risk is ramping up across Northern California. Are committed to keeping you informed every night.
KCRA 3 News at 11, where the news comes first.
Yeah. Now I can have my sweet tea.
Nights at 11.
I got ice for my sweet tea so I can pour that in. And I got some tissues for napkins. Now we have dinner and a drink, and we're good to go. And if for some reason I get hungry later on, then I'll just go look for something to eat again. Because he said, the guy just told me at the lobby what's around here, which is just across the street. So it doesn't seem right that I would like order room service for them just to come here. For however much money when I just paid $8 and I'm happy with my food right now. Look, I'm eating chicken parmesan from Boston Market. Look at it. So darn good. So good. I'm going to try to hold back and not eat any more salt. I need to have some self-control when it comes to the salt. See, I told you I was hungry. It's been since this morning when I had breakfast. I'm hungry. And I didn't even finish my breakfast. Hi, angels. No, well, you can call. I guess you can call, but I didn't call. I went on the app and, I tried to put it in the notes that my pickup time and date is tomorrow, but then it said your driver could be there in 9 minutes. So I ended it. So yeah, my next move will be to call and ask them to pick me up tomorrow. Also, I just looked at my itinerary, and it appears that I'm taking the bus first and then the train second. Yeah, hold on, let me grab my itinerary. Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly right, because I have to have that figured out tonight. Well, the other thing I can do, because they start at 6 in the morning, don't they, you said? Mm. 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. I mean 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. again. So they start at 6 and they go till midnight. And, well, I could do it in the morning, but I don't want to have to wait too long because it's just, in the morning I have to be there. So I was having them pick me up, let's see, almost an hour beforehand. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. That won't be enough time. Let's say if there's a 45-minute wait, that'll make me late. If they open at 6:30, if they start at 6:30. Because I need them to be here by 6:45. Right? And because breakfast starts here at 6. So I plan on getting up at about 5:35 or something like that. And going and get my breakfast. And when I stayed here before, they're like, "Oh, you want a burrito?" I'm all, "Sure, I'll take a burrito to go." Mm. So hungry. This TV dinner is probably not as great as I'm making it sound like it is, but it's good when you're hungry. Mm-mm. But watch.
This is my issue, not yours.
As soon as I'm done eating, I'm going to want to crash. And that's not happening because, look, it's only 8 o'clock. I mean, if it gets to be 9 and 9:30 and I feel like that, then maybe I'll let myself sleep.
She looked at me kind of sad and said, "Why do they have to?" And I told her, "They don't." And I've been wearing this nice socks ever
I'm going to put the phone down to grab a straw. Hold on.
Oh, Lord, here come the waterworks.
Can I get another soda?
Get it yourself, Tin Man. Because he didn't have a heart.
There's a straw in here. There's no damn straw in here. What the heck? I don't have a straw, I guess. Hi, Jade. Checking in. Yeah, I'm situated now at another hotel where we actually have normal amenities. I was able to use shampoo, conditioner. Okay. I already took a shower. I already went to the pool. Went to the hot tub.
Let's get this movie started.
What's wrong?
Went to the ice machine.
Oh, I put it right in here. I would have
Oh, you do?
in there because what is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just extremely tired still. I'll be better after I eat and get a little bit more sleep. I didn't sleep enough. I had to make a decision on this room because, thank you, everyone is sold out. And see, when CB got here with her daughter and I earlier, I didn't think about it, but this is the only room they had. This was, we have one room left. And I didn't even pay attention that it only has one bed, one big bed. And they're like, "Well, we can give you a rollaway bed and we won't charge you for it." And CB didn't want to do it.
Same thing for me. Just let me know when I'm doing something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Now?
Which is fine.
You're making me uncomfortable now. Good one. No, I mean it.
Oh, thank you, Jade. That's so nice of you. You're so thoughtful and sweet.
No, not you. I'll be watching the house and
I know sometimes I get to be a scatterbrain, especially if I don't get good rest.
I'm not sure I'm
Right, but
that level of tension all the time. Oh, but you've got to let
everything works itself out for the better.
nerve. It's just
Mm.
manners.
I think I'm done with this TV dinner.
The more I feel this anxiety rising in my body, urging me to
Maybe another bite of the spaghetti, but that's it. Mm,
maybe we didn't think this through yet. Oh,
that's good. I'm good.
that's not what
Like, I don't like to eat too much. I don't like to feel overly full.
I'll find another place. Oh, don't leave now.
Nefarians concern me.
I don't want to lose
fish tacos. Everybody always tells me how rad fish tacos are, but I'm just not there with it yet. I think, well, I was considering having it again so that I can make up my mind about it being good or not. Because it just sounds weird, but I guess people think that it's good, right? Look what someone gave me today. Pardon me, these little crystals. And I found these little rocks right here, but wait till you see. Where's my boots? My boots, where are they? They're over by the door. Let me go grab them because my petrified wood is in there. Watch. Hold on, I'll be right there.
Oh, Cosmo.
I gotta grab these little boots.
At this price, you're spoiled.
This big old huge bag I have to buy. Another whole backpack. All my rocks is in my boots. So I have to take it out of my boots. Watch, you're gonna see them right now. Watch this. Okay, in my boots. Ow! Bitch ass mother bucket. Oh, and Linda gave me some jam that she made, homemade jam or jelly or whatever that is. Jam, I guess, preserves. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else in this boot? Guess not. Thank you, lovely. So we'll take the next boot. And this is where it's all at. It's going to be loaded. So the email, I did, and I have to check on actually what it actually is because I have so many emails, and it's problematic for me to read my emails. It just is. It overwhelms me sometimes. I dig homemade stuff. Yeah, me too. See, look, this is a petrified wood. Okay, and I'm trying to learn how to recognize it so that I can spot it for myself. Right? Here's another nice piece of petrified wood. Look. So this stuff is supposed to be like extremely ancient, right? Old stuff. Nice. I do the same thing. I don't understand that I feel like I missed out. My move 6 months too soon. I'm telling you. So here's another nice rock. That's very nice, right? But the clearer the crystals are, the better, the more better they are, right? And you have to, the gemstones or crystals, they call to you, right? You have to like know which ones are calling to you. You have 2 pieces of petrified wood. Yeah, so this person had a pile and he's like, you can choose from anything in this pile right here. So I chose those pieces and then I chose this other piece right here, right, as another one. Wanted to be there when you went again. But yeah, if you can't, you just couldn't, like just life happens, right? But I like this rather good too, rather well. It has some nice veins and nice shiny stuff coming out of there. I don't know if it could be like shined up or whatever it is, but I have a feeling this is going to be another piece of petrified wood. No, turned out not to be one. It's another crystal. Let's see, what is this? Oh, this is the other petrified wood. Look, I think it is. I'm not sure if that is or not, but I think it is, so I don't know. Maybe it isn't, and I just want it to be. But here's another crystal right here. Hold on. That's it. Hold on. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there's nothing else in my boots. So there's another piece of petrified wood. It's rather a thinner piece. And then the final one is this one. Is that the final one? Oh, no, there's one more. See, I always know that there's one more. It's over here. Let me grab it. It's within my reach. Here it is. Here it is. So I call this petrified wood, so I'm considering this one piece. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of petrified wood, or 5, whichever way you want to look at it. Then this looks like crystally stuff. You see it? How it like shines where it's like greenish blue right there. That I got at Yuba River or whatever that is. I've never been there before. And then I got this one right here because I thought this was a unique rock. And I like the characteristics of it or whatever. Wow, as a trip, it looks like a face sideways. You see it? The eyes and the mouth are on the same page with them rocks. You see that face? It looks sideways right there. It's like a side profile of somebody's face, a silhouette of sort. The farther away it is, the better you'll probably see it. See, it's right there. It's very distinct. But yeah, so that's that. And this is amazing too. This is incredibly amazing. I mean, because he had really some amazing pieces there, I gotta admit. But I mean, he had hundreds of them. Hundreds. Hundreds. Like hundreds. Not just like 70 or 150, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. This one's nice. And I guess I should show you what the ones that I bought. Here, let me get rid of this napkin that I don't need anymore. Take a sip off my sweet tea. Yeah, I'm feeling the weight of tiredness coming on after I ate. So, okay, hold on. This poor little flower in here. Look, I'm trying to preserve this little flower, but it's looking rather sad. I don't know what I should do with it. Because in preserving it, right, it kind of like, it's a sad process, right, doing it. But getting it to, well, I don't have any silica gel with me. That's one thing, right? But, so, this I bought at the La Galleria, Truckee, San Diego. So I guess they have two different stores. I went in there and I bought this stuff. To give away as gifts on Truckee Thursday night. So I'll put that in there. And let's see what we have here. We have 3 pieces. And they charge so much more money for stuff up here. In the Bay Area, right? I could probably get this piece right here for like, 12, 14 bucks or something like that. You know, right? But they sell outrageous prices, like a little teeny little thing for like 46 bucks. It's a ripoff. Truckee is a ripoff, okay? That's all there is to it. So here's the second one. This one's pretty cool. I'm trying to grab it. See, it has a lot of crystally, like shiny stuff out of there. And it's good energy in this one. This is very nice. This is a very nice piece right here. Just completely beautiful. It, like, the camera, the phone camera doesn't do it justice. Citrine? Yeah. How did you like Truckee Thursday? It was alright. It was a little bit overcrowded, actually. My biggest piece of jade is as big as an old school bicycle seat. Wow. Oh, I like the second. Yeah, this one's very nice. This is going to be a gift for someone. As will some of these other ones. But see, I want to polish them up and oil them up and see their true character once they're polished. Right? Because most things are still a diamond in the rough. Geode. That's right. That's what they are. And when I went into the Galleria, they were playing Brazilian music. This one is nice, Jade. You'll like this one. This one's even more, has more geodes than the other one, I think. Like, as far as, quantity, I should say, or, not so much quantity, but, like, it's more prominent, I guess. You know what I'm saying? It's very nice. It's just really very nice. This phone camera doesn't do it justice. It just doesn't. But I picked the very nicest pieces that I could find over there, and those are the 3 gifts that I bought. But these, once I shine these up and wash them, scrub them with a scrub brush and some Dawn soap, right? Then You'd shape that into a fish? What one? Which one? The symbol of Christ fish. Oh, yeah. Definitely, yes. Yeah, you can use like a little rotary tool and do all that. But I want to lay these right here, probably in some stainless steel wire. It's been a while since I tried to do like jewelry or beading and all that. But I have a lot of crystals somewhere, like just in the basement probably at this point, you know. But, and I have gemstones and all that. But see, I want to shine this big one up. See this? Will this get shiny, like if I try to shine it up with like super fine sandpaper? What do you do with this stuff? Is it supposed to look this rough like this or not? Like, with jade you need a diamond bit. Yeah, with jade you need a diamond bit. Yeah, and Jade would know that. Yeah, yeah. It's true, you know she does. Okay, I'm just telling you ahead of time. But see, because for some reason, I don't know if I could draw it out of this rock or stone or wood or whatever it is, but you know, you could see it for something that it isn't yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see potential in pieces. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it might get flaky. I see. So it breaks down powdery if I try to do that, right? Because I noticed that some of it is coming off on the table right here. See it? So as strong and dense as petrified wood becomes, it also becomes brittle at the same time is what you're saying, if I'm not mistaken. So forget about shining these up. Well, maybe adding oil to them will help. I'm hoping. See. I hope I didn't leave my freaking hair oil anywhere. I'm going to be upset if I left my hair oil anywhere. I need my hair oil. Because I think I might not have it. It might actually be in that room. I wanted to put some hair oil on it, but I don't know. It looks like I might not have it with me. I don't know. I got to take all this stuff right here to check. I don't think it'll be in here, to be honest. Oh, I gave Linda the dresses that I brought over here for her. That's for sure. Is it in here? It's not in here? Yeah, because all that's in here is my little blanket and my little sweater, which I'm going to need next time I go outside. Bitch, dude. Are you serious? I think I left my freaking vape, the THC vape, and my hair oil over there. Sucks. It's a slow process. Apricot or peach jam. Yeah, CB made it. I told her I wanted some, so she brought me a jar. Actually, I should have a couple jars. Let's see. She said one of them. I guess that's the... Does that mean it's not sealed? Listen.
Thanks for the gift, but
It's apricot. If it sounds like that, it means it didn't seal all the way, yes? Where's the other one? There should be another one around here. Where would it be? Let's see. Would it be here? I don't think that it's here. Crap, well that sucks. Oh well. You know, like when you go on trips, like you leave stuff somewhere, like it's alright. It's not a big deal. I don't know where it went. Oh, here's my other bag. Maybe it could be in here. Oh. I think it's apricots. I'm pretty sure that it probably is. What's in here? Oh, and look at this. What is this, Jade? Look, I bought this at the thrift store in Truckee for $2. What is it? Do you see that? If it moves, it's compromised lid, but if she just made it a few months ago. No, she just made it last night. just last night. So that's why she's like, we got to open this up and use it. And I go, okay. Okay, so then what's in here now? Pardon me. What the F is actually in here? Oh, here's the other jar. Because I was trying to compare the two, see if there's a difference. Yeah, see, this one's solid. There's no play. So this is the, obviously, see? Once in San Diego, I left a brand new hood. And I didn't realize.
Still cleaning.
And with the new locking head, getting into tight spaces is simple.
Can I borrow it?
The all-new Swiffer Mop Deluxe, the mother of all cleans.
Maybe Jasper?
Not even WhatsApp.
Really?
Personal messages.
It is?
So your baby.
Well, because I think I just emptied out my bags. And, yep, I don't have my hair oil, looks like. And my THC pen. The all-in-one Stizzy pen. Yep, because I know that because I had that in bed with me last night because, you know, I hit it right before, like, I closed my eyes for 3 hours or whatever it was, just to, like, relax a little bit more. Because whenever, like, I'm tired, it always helps me rest better. But then again, like, it's better that I don't have it because, like, right now, like, it makes me, like, a scatterbrain. You know, like, getting stoned, it makes me like a scatterbrain. Like, I can't think right or something. So then, and it makes me talk a lot, too. When I smoke weed, I talk a lot. Not Toyota, a toy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Jasper. I don't know, because it's pretty solid. It's badass. It's so weird. I don't reckon anybody knows what the actual F it is. So wouldn't these black spots right here be onyx? So Toyota was in error. I realize that. I know how that is. Autocorrect sucks. So would black onyx be found in Jasper Jade? Like what I'm thinking? Because if so, I would like to make some solid pieces from the actual onyx in here itself. You know, just make like a square pendant or something. And just make it really beautiful. And take it to a shop and have it laid in some 18 karat gold. You know, that's what I would like to do with it. You know, all the snacks that I brought for this trip, the hotel where I was staying at, they have this shelf, you know, the top shelf, where they said free food. And all that was up there was a cup of noodle and either brown sugar or hot chocolate, one of the two things. I couldn't tell what it was. And what else is there? And that was it. Nothing else was there. So I added chocolate and vanilla wafers. I put, what are those cookies called? Biscoff or whatever those are. Or obsidian. That's right. It could be obsidian. But it isn't obsidian because it's not slick enough to be. Because obsidian is like glass, right? It's very slick and it's very slick, right? Obsidian is like glass, right? It's like glass. So unless it's just not, and it's on, obsidian is also almost see-through if you look at it, right? It's almost see-through, but so I'm not sure. I mean, unless it's the brown or whatever reddish color that is not letting it, like, the light go through it. But, not, you know, this is an interesting piece. I'll probably just keep it exactly as it is, you know, and display it like, or put it on a stand somehow and make it stand on its own. Seeing if it, like, sits on its own in any way. Let's see this way. In other words, it only stands up on its own in one way, and this is it. This is it right here. It doesn't go up, stand up any other way but that. Biscotti. No, Biscoff or whatever it is. The those cookies. It's like in a red package. And what else? Oh, and Mrs. Fields chocolate chip cookies. I had like 3 of those. So pretty much the only thing that I didn't put on the free food shelf was my dried cherries. And the dried cherries, it's because when my carpal tunnel was hurting me a lot when I was pregnant with my son, my husband did some research and he bought me some dried cherries. And let me tell you something, it works. I mean, I've been doing so much work, it barely does anything to it, but I could tell it takes the edge off a little bit. It is, does it have a translucent look, obsidian? It kind of does. Yeah, obsidian it looks black, but it's actually a smoky gray color, I think, more than black, if I'm not mistaken. Because I have huge pieces of obsidian at home, like big, like rocks, big, huge rocks, like the size of that TV dinner and bigger. Like, I have a big obsidian that's just like, I don't know, the size of a basketball. There's something clay. It's like called chert. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Chert? Interesting. Look at these little seeds that I found out at the river today. They have little seeds in them. I gather seeds everywhere I go. Everywhere. Oh, no, you didn't with that, Mrs. I did so. Because to whom much is given, much will be expected. Okay? And the life that I had before made me, it didn't make me, but it had a tendency to, like, I wasn't willing to part with anything that was mine, okay, right? Like, it's mine, don't mess with my stuff. But, like, I've changed, right, over the years and since then, and it's like, I have to be willing to be parting with things and give away things that I actually like, that are still good, that are useful, right? Or I don't want to give somebody something in bad condition, or that's not usable anymore. That's not very nice, right? So, like, you grow that way, right? When you're willing to go out of your comfort zone, you know, chert, right? Chert. Shirt, but it's a ch, not a sh. There's a difference between sh and sh. It's because my teeth are missing, so it's difficult for me to pronounce things, but I'm sure you understand my pronunciation fine. But that's what I mean, like, I gotten rid of a lot of clothes lately because I have a lot of clothes, okay? I just keep buying more and more stuff that I like. And it's like when the new tenants moved in upstairs, right? They had basically nothing, right? They were starting over again because she separated from her husband. She was living with some lady, and the lady was like hell to live with or whatever. So we rented out to her. And so, she needed dressers, she needed kitchenware, she needed clothes, pillowcases, sheets, everything. Remember, the fragrance lingers on the hand that gives the rose. You always want to be the one that gives the rose. Yeah. Right. Right. In doing good gestures like that, only good blessings come back to you, right? Like, because God's wish is for everyone to have things in abundance, not limited amounts, right? But a lot of times it's the individual's limitation upon themselves, the reason why they don't achieve their highest potential, let's say, right? And all that is dependent on how they grew up, the life that they lived, who they lived with, how they were treated, right, at any given time, and by who, right? Because it matters if it's somebody that, oh, we can open up this window? Oh my God, you can open up the window, fresh air. I'm loving this. So great. Look at this. Who's that? Should we go walk around at night right now and find out? We don't have that much of a charge. That's the only thing that prevents me from going. I don't want the phone to go in the red. But I feel like I want to explore what's out there a little bit more. Because every time I come here, it helps, right? To get more familiarized on the area that I'm at, where I'm at, right? What's around me. So that next year I can remember where to go, what to look for, and what's around me, right? I'm not so much in the dark because a lot of times when I'm trying to make reservations or decide where I'm going to be staying, distance from wherever it is that I want to be near matters. So if I don't know how far away, see, like where I am right now, from where I am to the Truckee station, how many minutes would you say that is? Not that long, right? We'll get there in minutes. But say if I didn't know that, I might be like checking in a hotel in Carson City or something to where it would be half an hour or whatever to get to Truckee Station, which I don't want, right? So I could have stayed at the hotel where I was at, where the train station was right across the street, but then, I mean, it was all right and acceptable. It wasn't bad, right, for what's available, but, I mean, there's just so much better. Like, my hair is actually soft. You know, I was able to use conditioner, so.
How exciting. Usually when I'm written up, the police are involved.
And mind you, I took 2 showers over there, so it's kind of like, you know, right? 3 showers I think I took over there, actually. I took 2 showers the first day, and then I took a shower yesterday, and then I took another shower this morning, so that would be 4. As long as you are safe, that's what matters to all of us. Thank you, Jade. You're always so very thoughtful and sweet. Thank you. I'm always safe. I feel like I always am safe, you know? Like, I don't worry about stuff like that, but I stay alert, you know? I stay alert to not to,
Because it's out of this world.
you got to stay alert to be prepared for precaution purposes, right? Precaution helps. You know, prevention works if you do it right, you know? But, a lot of times you just, if you don't explore life, then you won't find out the answers that you're seeking. That's all, and a lot of times it's like that. Did you read that last comment I made? Because I was talking to the boyfriend about dynamic of what you're doing right now. Oh, let's see. The last comment. Fragrance lingers. That one? The fragrance lingers on the hand that gives the rose. Or as long as you are safe, that's what matters to all of us. I read all your comments. The last comment too. All of them I've read. The rose comment, yes. Exactly. And life is an experience that's meant to be lived with intent, right? It's not meant to live like it's just an adventure. Like, you're not blindfolded in the dark having an adventure, right? You actually have.
When I was diagnosed with HIV, I didn't know who I would be.
Said it's very dear to me. Exactly. And you remember that because of your love and affection and connection to how she is with you and you were with her, that bond that you had. So that's what I mean about that. It marked you in a way that you remember it, right? And you apply it to your life, right? So I know what you mean because I just got chills. But my mom always would tell me that I'm better alone than in bad company, right? So there's nothing more true than that, because when you're growing up, you might want to be looking for exception, you know, being accepted by your peers or whatever. And it's important to know that not everyone's going to have a good influence or a good effect on you, right? Some people might have an adverse effect on how you react or what you say, how you talk, right? And all that. So keeping that in mind, right? And not always will somebody have your best interest at heart, right? So you got to be careful and be selective and kind of be particular about who you let into your circle and what you're exposed to and how much of it. You know what I mean? Like, even if it's somebody close to you, if there's like some kind of toxic, somewhat toxic to you, you have to limit your exposure to them, even though you love and accept them, right? But that's just how things are. It's the nature of the beast. So, you don't make it like obviously known, like, look, we can't hang out because you're unhealthy for me, right? You just accept them how they are and you say, well, it was lovely seeing you. I'm so glad that we were able to get together. I wish you well. I love you always. Please be safe. Please be well. And I'm always here, right? You want to always be positive and encouraging and yeah, we're all human. Not everybody has good intentions. I'm sorry, but it's just not that way, you know? Something is simple and benign as saying, look I need a ride home, okay? Can you give me a ride home? Cool. But it wasn't a real thing because how many minutes later you notice that Kylie was not drunk to drive you home, right? So at what point of the story, when all of the things that she said wasn't true, did she decide that that wasn't even good, right? It's kind of like, hey, the truth comes out in what the words that are spoken and the actions that are taken, right? It's a simple process for me. It doesn't take too much to figure out what the intent was. The intent was never to get a ride with Kylie because that wasn't something that she needed. And not this time. Absolutely not this time. And not having a set ride home. And how about the misconception? What misconception, dude? Kylie didn't have a set ride home. She went there in her car. Are you loaded? Like, are you all right? You know, and see, the reason why I was scoping out Megan Cole, investigating her or whatever, is because she was repeating what she heard from Sam. And if Sam said that when she left, Kylie was going back into the party, well, that's because she went from her hands to someone else's hands, okay? And when she said, they noticed that Kylie was drunk and followed her. Check this out. Listen carefully. They followed her to her car. Who did? If you're saying someone followed somebody else to their car, then you must know who it is. Yeah, misconception is inconsistency, yes. And misconception is also a misunderstanding of something that never had a true factual basis attached or supporting it, right? So when you hear people speaking and you listen to the words that they choose, whatever questions you have will be answered in their words alone, or in their tone of voice, or how they say it, right? Or the things that they say. All of that together will give you the conclusion in which you're wanting to find out. So I made sure to find her. Look at how are you going to make sure to find somebody when they can't be found? For one thing, okay. And so, and how are you going to claim that you got a phone call from someone that was an impossible thing that could have happened? Impossible, right? So the cops would have known. Oh, Sammy Smith said that Kylie Rodney called her at 12:36. Really? Well, how very inconvenient is that? Face it, because that's very inconvenient, right? To say after somebody was no longer able to do something physically and literally, and you're out there saying, oh, it's just ridiculous, okay? The bottom line is it's all ridiculous. People put themselves up all the time. And they don't even know it. I'm a Pisces. I see right through it. Shannon's a Pisces. She's right through it. Everything. Everything, right? Exactly. Exactly. But people will see too that the purest of heart and the purest of intents, or it could be partial to things that they can't achieve or reach or overcome or um what is the word I'm looking for? Conquer, right? Because I feel like whatever I don't conquer with enough rope, it'll conquer me. Right? So if whatever you don't have control and power over, it'll just be spiraling out of control, right? So it's important to know that, well, people can say anything, right? Words are like nothing. Words are like oxygen floating around in the air, right? But if you pay attention to what people say, you know their true intent and where it is. There's no escaping that. So so who's Nick Giovanni? Who is he? Where did that fuckstick of a guy come from? Okay? Where? Claiming that he worked for AAA and that there was a front facing camera and one in the rear, so that they could see everything that happens. Really? Don't you see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, hey, you're so convincing in the things that you're saying to people, but yet it can't be proven. And not only that, he himself took the distance and went the distance to further disprove what he was trying to convince everybody of. What may have happened to Kylie, but one thing is, we all agree that it was nefarious. Hey, there was nothing holy, pure, and good about what happened that night. Everything was deviating. Everything was devious and nefarious and ugly and malice. Okay? And when you look and you think about it and you look at what kind of a person Kylie was, I know and I understand that there's a lot of things that we don't know about Kylie because we never knew her personally. But just from an exterior kind of distant point of view, I can't find a reason unless there's something that I don't know about Kylie, which could be true. The words Boca Wild Goose Chase. Yeah, that was. Boca was a wild goose chase. Because there's nothing better that you can do than to deflect the truth to where it's not at, to where it can't be found, right? Not, you're achieving something great if you're trying to if you're trying to derail somebody from finding answers. The best thing you could do is convince them somehow that they need to look somewhere other than where they need to look. And if you convince somebody of that, then you've won. Okay? You've won because you've convinced them after all, right? So the best thing to do is never mind Prosser. My God, if they keep talking about Prosser, she may be found. Okay? And we have to extend however much time we can, as much as possible, as long as possible, in order to cover or hide or obscure what really happened. Right? Had Kylie been found a day or two later, we would have an investigation for homicide. Okay? And I doubt that they would be able to get away with actually not doing an investigation for a homicide had that happened. Right? So what did you say when you called them? October 22nd, after all. Because you got to know that this long after, or this much time later, you got to know that it was all just a game to keep people hooked on, just like Megan Cole. Every time she went on a panel or went on a live, found like you think or placed there, like I think. Well, it's kind of like every time they come on, it's to convince you or further advance what their intents are, right? So they want you to be picking up what they're putting down. And if you do that, then it's working, right? It just works that way. And so if everything would have been questioned more, right? If if people from Truckee and Placer County and whatever else weren't so greedy and up in their own freaking heads about, the money that Truckee's bringing in, like you heard CB today, found like you think or placed there like I think. Not found there, but placed there. Yes. If my theory be correct, she was in the car in the back, covered up when Nate C and SS met Nick G. Um, I don't think she was covered in the back at all, and I don't think that Nate was there. I don't think that Nate was there, or if there was somebody else there from Truckee, it was probably one other person, if any at all. Because when you're doing something this deep and this dirty and this nefarious and crazy and evil, you don't want anyone to know about it at all. Okay? At all. So it's kind of like
I didn't know you'd be home this early.
within the group, okay? Within a certain
As clearly as I'll remember.
2 or 3 people, okay?
I'm sorry for being in your house like this.
Then they would be able to recruit more people. But what I'm saying is, if something went wrong or nefarious, and like a lot of people said or thought in the beginning, like maybe this happened and they had an accident, didn't know how to react to it, so they just decided to do this in a state of panic. No, it wasn't like that.
I thought you were
Okay.
breaking up with Jack. Well, I was.
Um,
I was about to do it.
there was no time permitted, because when somebody commits a crime,
I realized I didn't have to break up with him.
the only thing in their brain, their only intent is to not get caught.
So,
They will go through any extremes to not get caught, including making up lies, using other people's identities, right? Claiming that they called for some public service of sorts, either paid or not, which, of course, most everything is paid for. So, for the fact that somebody claimed that that happened, right, in which I know for a fact Kylie was not seen on Saturday at all. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, but we don't have proof of where she was, or, yeah, we actually do, right? Unless you're ignoring all the factual truths about the case. And it feels kind of weird even calling it a case, because they never even treated it like a case. They just treated it like an incident. Got it? 'Cause the seatbelt question and how those two, whoever they were, acting weird and moving around the vehicle weird, from what Nick G said. Right, but you got to know that that was a made-up story so that everybody would be focused on this weird shit, okay?
you know what this is? Keep up with it? Wrong.
Right? So, look, something traumatic happens. You have to come up with something more traumatic, okay, to gain everyone's attention. Okay? So, what more could be tragic than the fire cam catching Kylie Rodney's car going into the water full force, because it picks up speed as it's dropping down to a lower level, but with the lights on, right? That's dramatic, right? That's dramatic.
Later that day, I found every one of these stupid things.
Oh, you do? You believe the deathbed confession? I do not. I don't believe any of those stories. I think that's
Until I saw the note.
more added things to their narrative that they want to put out
I want you to be alone.
to further distract or keep people from going to the truth or finding the truth or focusing on what the truth might have been.
See you, Jack. And I was
So, in every situation or case, it was always something that almost outdid or was more intense or more dramatic than the last experience. Right? So either Nick G was full of crap, or he himself was fooled, or he's a liar.
Sorry to interrupt. You ready to go?
There's only a couple things it could be, exactly. So either he was,
On WhatsApp.
either he was also fooled, right? Taken for a ride or whatever, however it happened to him, because in everyone's brain is a different world, completely different world. None of us see the world the same exact way. We can go through similar experiences a lot of the times, but in each person's self is a different experience altogether, right? The memory of it, when it happened, how it happened, it'll be two different stories. So to me, it's like they needed to kick it up a couple notches on every turn, right? Everything that happened, we need to come up with something that outdoes that. Something that is more dramatic and stronger than that, right? In order to make people forget about what they've been concentrating on, which was a bunch of shit also, right? There was never any truth in any of that stuff. You have to be open-minded to different scenarios and have to stack those chips to where the evidence that that is fact, stack and assumption stack near it, and which ones all become, yeah, true. That is true, but there's certain scenarios or misconceptions that I don't entertain because they don't serve a purpose. They just simply do not serve a purpose other than confusing further and obscuring the perception, right, from where it should be to where they're trying to portray, where they're trying to lead it to, right, where their driving force really is, which is to erase the truth. Erase the truth, come up with something elaborate and not so believable. See, that's the trick about it. They need to come up with something elaborate. And as absurd as it was, they expected it, as absurd as it is, nonetheless, they expected it to be believed. You spelled Kylie wrong, honey. But that's fine. But you got to know that once somebody has their own perception of things, right? They're not going to deviate from that. Otherwise, they're going to look like a liar or not, like they're not credible. And he just did that so many times over. Look, I'm going to go ask my boss where the footage is, right, of the vehicle that I serviced at Boca between 11 and 12. And we need to figure out which phone was used to call for the service out at Boca, which was bogus, because get into any car you want. See if you can put the shifter, the gear shift, right? And it doesn't matter. Either on a manual or an automatic, it's not happening. It just isn't happening. Okay? The car is not going to be stuck between neutral and drive. It just isn't. Okay? And so, if the car was stuck in any other gear other than neutral or reverse, it just wouldn't go. It would just be stiff. You'd either have a bad gearbox, right? Or your transmission would be screwed up. It just doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. No matter what they say, it just doesn't. So then it's like, okay, we're going to find out if there's footage of such and such incident. So my experience riding with that AAA guy just a year ago, right around the time you went to that Stones concert, and I was doing hospice, remember? Yes, I do remember. That's right, I do remember. But where is Nick Giovanni now? How does he feel about the situation now? And if it was, because the devil has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, okay? And he has a way of being incredibly convincing to something that is not the truth. Well, I don't care. I know that that happens, but that has never been my driving force, right? My intent, let's say, to outdo any other creator. But I think extra focus on trying to persuade, not convince, but persuade, because there's a difference between persuading and convincing someone. I know, you're right. And he said that word came out, that something's up, but nobody gets to talk about it. And Nick was an employee there, valid. That's a valid, true thing. And there was footage, and it got done. It got gone. So my experience writing with that AAA guy just a year ago, time you went to the Stones concert. I get it. Okay, but I know you are. Um, didn't Squirrel Girl just come out not that long ago with something? Didn't she just do that like a few months ago? Like not that long ago at all, right? I think she put out a video of sorts on something, and it was kind of like so weird. It was like, I don't even know why she did that, but I didn't completely discredit her. I know that she was true in her heart to find truth for Kylie, but it's just that she just went, hook, line, and sinker, right. She just went for the whole kit and caboodle, right. His boss could have put him in a pickle because at first I thought it was genuine, and then I didn't. If I think this way, it's a Boca wild goose chase. If I think another way, he got fucked over. Exactly. So, like I said, it was either he was lied to and played just like everybody else in the game, in their game, which is a tragedy to us, right? Because we can't find a foundation and a motive for any of it. But considering it was Kylie who it happened to, but other than that, um, the inconsistencies will speak for themselves, right? And even if something ends up not being something that somebody thought that it was, and they were trying to persuade other people that that's how it was, the right thing to do at that point is acknowledge that, right? And accept it and say, man, I didn't really realize how off my perception was at the time that it was happening. The gears neutral is the gear that is stuck between park and drive. Well, then you're in neutral. Then you're in limbo. But they said that the car was what? In neutral. Well, explain to me who drives in neutral. When you're in neutral, you're not driving. You're coasting. When the car is in neutral, it is coasting. It is not being driven. Okay, no matter what anyone tells you. I was a driving instructor, and impossibilities. Great great harm comes from that. You know that? Trying to be persuasive in things that are illogical, and common sense isn't there with it. Right? Because they haven't proven crap to me. Okay. That's where, am I okay to fit my narrative on her situation, neutral gear? Because they pulled that fucking car in there with a tow dolly. What? You think they pulled the car in the lake? In there. No. I think that's an impossibility, really, because you're thinking about doing something really nefarious. It's a good thing for people to collaborate together and have difference of opinion on it. That way, we got all the bases covered. Yes, but what annoyed me, and it still does a lot of times, is people um, paying attention or giving too much. Um, what is the word? Allowing, like for example, saying that the car was um, lowered there, let's say, by a helicopter or a tow truck, towed the car in backwards somehow, right? Or how come the car was facing the way that it was when they pulled it out? Well, that's because when they turned it over, the car did a whole 360 degrees. Okay, in your narrative, the car should be in drive and not my narrative. Okay, wait, what did you say? In my narrative, the car should be in drive. In my narrative, the car should be in neutral. And you know what, Mrs. G? I love you so much. We are both fighting a good fight, and it's a good thing. It is. It's a good thing for people to collaborate together and have difference of opinion on it the way that we've got all bases covered. I do. Because 147 is for real that shit on the fire cam. The times was changed. Another impossibility. Because they would, you know what they would have to do? They would have to take the original recording, okay, of the incomplete recording. So you don't have a factual basis, okay? You can't go on a factual basis on even a timestamp or time frame, because it's taking clips, right, in 2 second frames, right? It's going click, click. By the time it takes its next click, click, the car could be 25 feet away by then. Yeah, because because if they claimed that the car was in drive, then that would indicate that someone drove it in there. That would mean literally that the car was driven into the lake when it wasn't. The car entered the lake without a driver, right? It didn't have anyone um, as its pilot directing its path. Okay? From the time that it left the shore and became in contact with the water, everything was out of their control then. Hi, Linda. They lost all control, okay, of the narrative, of their lies, of the cover up, of their intent. They lost control over that at that time, in my mind. See, the neutral position is why I think they backed it in with the toe dolly. That's why it was neutral. Well, the thing is, we don't know because we weren't there, but what I consider is the fact that any one of them could have changed the actual, okay, conditions, okay, after the fact, right? Well, when you're neutral, no one's driving. Driving in neutral super fast too. Don't you see the inconsistency and illogical freaking conclusion that reaches? The reason why they say fast, right? She was driving fast in neutral. Well, because it's picking up momentum according to the weight that it has under it or behind it or whatever it is, whatever its weight is. It's picking up momentum as it's going on a downslope on a hill, right? So they would have to exert themselves highly, okay? To plus, if they were trying to push a car, the car would go ahead of them. They wouldn't be able to catch up with it. Okay? If they were trying to really, really convince or coerce people, I call it coercion, not even convincing. Because you can see about
We're putting our new Ultra Flex line.
putting out a narrative or a story that
To move with your body.
people might fall for, but if it's not believable, they're not going to fall for it.
Ultra Flex.
Okay? These things have to be believed in order for them to be considered the truth. Okay? So, and that was the problem. They all started to realize at some point that what the narrative that they were trying to convince or persuade or convince anyone of was an impossibility. And that's why everything went shush.
Increased infections or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu
Okay?
symptoms or vaccines.
The truth of the matter is this, in my opinion. Kylie Rodney was strapped with the cargo belt in the back. No one was in the driver's seat. In your opinion, yes, there wasn't. She was in the back, already gone. Yes. Y'all seen the full sturgeon moon? So damn beautiful tonight. Oh, I have to get hold of a pair of scissors to cut my hair. Remember, Linda, we're supposed to do haircuts today. Okay? But look, listen. Since Kylie Rodney did not aspirate water, this is very important for everyone to know this and hear this, okay? Since we know that Kylie Rodney not only did not drive herself into the lake, she was not drunk, she also didn't aspirate any water into her lungs. That is not a dry drowning. Dry drowning means that you died hours or days or however long later on land, dry land. That's why they call it dry drowning, because on land there is no water. It doesn't mean that they won't have water in their lungs. It means it happened after the fact. That's all it means. Okay? But since Kylie Rodney didn't drown, that means that her body was never weighed. Because see, what will keep you afloat in the water? If you have air in your lungs. Right? So, but if you aspirate water, that makes your lungs heavy. And that's what makes a person sink. Well, that's why it was important for Kylie not only to be in her car, okay? Because the ceiling, which was actually the floorboard of the car, prevented her from becoming ascended to the surface of the water, because the vehicle would have prevented her from doing that, okay? The actual vehicle itself, okay? Because she can't go through the metal and the glass and all that, okay? So, because that's what happens. A person will try to stay afloat as long as they can when they're drowning, right? And during that time, they're running out of energy. They're running out of energy. They're running out of everything, right? And they're desperate to catch air, because if you don't breathe air, you're going to die. It doesn't matter whether in water. It doesn't matter the circumstances, right? You have to take in oxygen, okay, for your body to stay alive. So, since her body would have never sank with the weight of the water in her lungs, the gases would start flowing, and that would make her even more go to the surface if she would have been able to do that, right? So there was two things stopping that from happening. The car itself and the belt. Because make no mistake, the belt was sticking out of the hatchback and everyone saw it, okay? And it was folded. In other words, somebody purposely and intentfully folded the belt. They thought that it wouldn't look so suspicious. They would think like, oh, maybe that was just, well, then who folded the belt in half and closed the hatchback on it? Kylie couldn't have done that to herself. Nobody could have did that to themselves. I don't care who they are. Okay? Like, let me strap myself with the cargo belt in the back in my trunk, right? See, it's all the impossibilities that are illogical and don't make sense and are actually impossible to achieve, no matter who you are, that gives us the truth of the matter, that leaves no question on the table.
Candy Stevens grew up around the corner from
Jasper.
Kathy's family in Mount Clemens, Michigan.
So when you look at the facts of the case, you reach a conclusion of the truth. No matter what. Even if you don't want to see it, you have to. You may not ever admit it, but within yourself, you know that it is that. Okay? Because they had to have a way not only to prevent her from being found, okay, but also they had to find a way to prevent them from finding out what the actual cause was. Okay? Because something happened to Kylie Rodney prior to going into the lake, which caused her to not be alive anymore. And they needed to obscure that. They needed to hide that, right? And so every narrative that they came up with, every lie after the traumatic incident of Kylie Rodney already losing her life had to be more dramatic, even more than the incident itself. Right? It had to be so fascinating and like a shock to your system and your brain to where you forget about whatever you were thinking and you focus on that because that's more, it's a stronger thing, right? Wow. You know, the possibility that Kylie would have been seen 11 hours after her car entered the water. That's absurd, right? But it's convincing to some people because they leave that possibility open when that possibility didn't exist. Ever. It never existed. Right? And when somebody does a crime like that, they don't have time to like put somebody off to the side or for days or they're not going to move them from this place to that place to this place and that place, or they're not going to say, oh, we're going to wait for them to search and then put her in the lake. That's not how it is. Yes. We have to buy time somehow. And we need to come up with these elaborate and embellished things that make people's brain like do a freaking like flip. Okay? Okay? Babe? Mom? Jagger? Malone gets rid of my evidence of drowning or not when there is no water balloon to hold the water. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, yes. It's both, Jade. You are correct about that. It has two meanings. Okay? It has two intentions, two meanings, two narratives, two intentions, right? Two intents, right? And it's not hard to figure out that there was more than one car involved in whatever happened to Kylie. Right? Half of whatever happened was to convince people or persuade them that Kylie was alive after the fact of her not being alive anymore. That's one. Right? And the other intent or perception that they really wanted people to grasp and get a hold of, right, was the fact that she was seen after the fact that was an impossibility for her to have been seen. You get it? So everything that they came up with had to be more elaborate, more embellished than the actual incident itself. Because it had to be something that would make people turn their heads and go, what? Say what? No way, right? And the fact of the DNA not being proven or taken, right? And there not being any way for them to actually do all these things because of the condition of the body when it was discovered, or when it was pulled out, I should say. Um, Further complicated the story. It just further complicated everything because it it made it completely to where they can't know the truth, but they do know the truth. In my opinion, Kylie was it was what's it called asphyxiation. When you don't breathe, you die. But instead of that, they said, "Oh, she breathed water, but guess what? She didn't have water in her lungs. Well, then she didn't do that." Someone knows the truth. Someone is responsible for whatever the truth is. Which the only main truth that I stick with is someone is responsible for taking Kylie Roddy's life. I don't care how they did it. Someone did it. Okay? Someone did it, and other people know about it. And they were either together doing it, or one person did it and everybody else was in agreement with that happening and didn't stop it or tell anyone or want anyone to discover the truth. All those things are facts in my mind. Yes, someone does know how and what, someone knows how. Okay, that's all there is to it. They're all liar. If we knew that time, we would know more. When Placer County came into the situation, you mean? Almost immediately, because you remember today when we were together, Linda? And I said Placer County, right? Placer. I said Placer. That's all I said. And that was part of the problem. The part of the problem and how they got away with not doing a proper investigation on Kylie Rodney's death is by being confused about where the lines came to an end or began. Okay? If you can't tell where a line ends or begins, it all blends in together and it doesn't really matter. Right? The start or the stop, it doesn't really matter. When the lines are all blurred together, who cares? Because no one can see the truth. It's just obscured and a mirage and smoking mirrors and bullshit. How long do the cams stay up? Need a researcher like fast, Linda. Shan's on it. Trust me, she's working on it right now. Make no mistake, she's on it. If she can get to it, she is. Her lungs weigh the 10th. Well, see, I had to eventually let go of that whole thing because that was preventing me from exploring other things, other possibilities, okay? So in order to know that, well, everyone's body is different.
What was James's demeanor by the time you were able to interview him?
He was very quiet.
Yeah, well, she came in here earlier, and I told her the time frame and everything. She said that she's doing it. So,
He indicated no one to us.
Was anything out of the ordinary?
what was my point again?
He said everyone was asleep and he goes to work.
Oh boy, I have to go back and read what I was reading. Oh, about the lungs. That's right. See, because
He said he ate lunch by himself.
we all have similar things that happens to us, but it all happens in a different way. Right? Everything happens in a different way to someone else. Their perception, I mean, because of their life experiences and how they were actually able to experience their life experiences or whatever it is that I'm trying to say.
In bed with the X in her head.
He said he didn't touch her.
But
Ran to his daughter's bedroom where he found
we can't judge what is average or normal, right? Or what would be expected to be discovered in any given situation or time or scenario to be
Well, James talked with the police.
foolproof, because it isn't that, right? They do research studies on stuff like that, okay? They can't come up with a precise science. They can only go by the average norm, okay, by what they've studied yet so far. What I can say is the variation of lungs and the weight of the actual lungs not only depended on the manner of the cause, but the duration of the time after. See? That all plays a part in the overall conclusion of the situation or the narrative or the outcome of the answers that they'll come up with.
Sarah was able to give police some details.
Yeah, sloppiest is right. There was nothing neat and organized and methodical and the thought process didn't happen there. They all had a brain fart all at the same time, and they were all lost up with their heads up their own asses, right? The entire time. And not only that, but waiting to see what agency would actually come up with something so that they could all follow behind that narrative, right? Who's going to come up with something that's going to be convincing to everybody to where they're not going to question it anymore? So, oh, we can't do that. So let's just go silent and everybody change their jobs. Okay? It made it look like, hey, everybody's just moved on and we can't go back now. It's too late, right? We can't be crying over spilt milk for the rest of our life. We have to continue and go forward. Because again, that's the easiest thing that they could do. It's the only thing that they could do. Not only is it the easiest, but it's their only option is to be quiet about it, not keep talking, because if they do, the deeper they're going to sink in their hole. Okay? It's just facts. Because they cannot prove the truth of the narrative that they've been pushing. They can't prove it. Not only can't it not be proven, they didn't even research or reconstruct any of it to attempt in convincing or persuading anyone that happened.
Had his alibi checked out by this point?
Yeah, I found it. Right, I found it. It was wrapped in blue paper, right? Guys, got to protect the children that are still there. Children that were adult. Sammy Smith was over 18. Exactly. Exactly. And there's people that were 16 years old, did horrific things, and were held as actual adults for their actions. Show Jade. I didn't know where it came from or what it was, and I kind of I picked it up and I was like, what is this? And are you not supposed to open it or something? It's around here somewhere. I gotta find it. It's gonna be in here. I think I put it, here it is. I tried to put it back together how it was, but see, look, it got ripped on one little side right there. Is this what you mean? This little thing? Oh, the tag. Okay. I got to tape that back together because I didn't actually know what I was doing. The tag. Oh, wait. Seed egg made with, I can't read this right now, Linda. Dry calendula? Calendula? What kind of word is that? Calendula, sunflower, milkweed, hollyhawk. What's a hollyhock? And other seeds from Ozzy Garden in Eagleville. Find a sunny place and smash the ball with your feet to create your own secret garden. So in other words, this is a bunch of seeds that are together, you mean? That's a trip, bro. I'm like, I thought it was a bath ball or whatever you said. I thought you said, did you find your bath ball or whatever it was that I thought you were saying? See what I'm saying about that? What somebody is hearing when it's being told to them, right, leaves the foundation of their perception of that particular conversation or incident. You see what I mean? Right? So my understanding of what this actually is completely not what it is. right? Has nothing to do with fizzy, has nothing to do with, right? You don't take a shower with it, right? It can't be used for that, right? So I had a misconception of what it truly actually is. And I'm talking actual factual statements, like in reality. Yeah. Oh my God. If you listen carefully, the truth will drown out the lies like the light drowns out the darkness. Right? You can't get away from the truth when you hear it long enough. And when you keep having the same results out of lies, you're going to start recognizing that none of that is true, right? Look, it's inconsistent. They can't even prove it. They haven't tried to reconstruct it. It's flower seeds, Linda. I know, I figured that out by now, Linda. But see, I thought I was going to put it in the bathtub and it was going to fizz up and make my skin nice. Imagine that. That is a perfect example of misunderstanding and misconception. Might be weekend? Are you serious? Linda, you're not doing weird hippie-jibby stuff, are you? Because that's kind of weird, bro. Oh my God, it's 9:28 already? Look, I can actually go to sleep now. Because I think I would sleep a solid 6 hours and be cool. But then what time would that be? What time would I wake up if I went to sleep right now? Right? 3 o'clock in the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'd be like waking up having to go pee. And then I'd be like, uh-oh, why am I up right now, bro? You know? So I need to sleep like a solid 6 hours. So go to sleep at 11, wake up at 5:30, have breakfast, have my ride here, get there on time, everything's good. All right? No sweat. But just know that I paid $406, okay, for how many hours? What time did we get here, Linda? Straight from Reed's Jade's comment. It's flower seeds, Linda. I know. Might be wicked. I know. My mom and dad, my uncle Chuck, Dr. Chuck owned that house in Eagleville right by Jack's restaurant. Wow. Jade knows what I'm talking about. Hollyhock blooms look like something you see on a Hawaiian lei, and they grow like sunflowers, like straight up, and then the wind blows, spreads the seed, and they grow further on down the street. Yes, it's like, have you seen the shape of they're like propellers. Okay? Certain seeds, they're like propellers. The way that God made and designed them, they're made to travel, right? And be carried for the purposes of growing again, right? Reproducing and becoming larger, right? That's the focus that God focused on when he created everything, right? What's its next step after just this creation? Yeah, sure, he reached this creation, but it's got other things that it has to do during that creative time that it's going to be here. Right? Things don't actually just come and then their time, it comes to an end and they expire and that's it. No. Everything lingers on for a really long time afterwards. The little helicopter seeds, yes, they're like little propellers. So when they drop, they're going, they're like you know those parachute things, those little parachute toys with the army men, right? You throw them up in the air, and then the parachute opens up and they propel, or they're driven in a certain direction, whatever, right? Well, when those things were first invented, they didn't really have the power of where they would land. Now they can pretty much make it go wherever they want it to, right? They can engineer things to a precise whatever it is that I'm trying to tell you, yeah, a precise something to make it do whatever it is that they want it to. That's all. If y'all haven't stepped outside to see this moon, I suggest you do. Yeah, I'm getting ready to, but first I have to change my clothes, Linda, because you know how I am about being cold. I will trip if that happens. See, that's why I got my little wool sweater. Because, face it, perception is everything, right? If somebody was able to persuade or convince you of something, that's everything. They've captured your attention, right? Your gaze, right? They succeeded, you know, their foot is already in the door, in other words. Now I have to put my little jeans on and my little sweater and my little Reebok shoes. I'm just gonna, what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna wear this on top of this. Yeah, I'm not taking my romper off. I'm just adding my jeans on top of it. It's hella dark outside now. I'm putting my jeans over my romper. I'm just gonna do this because I'm sleeping in my romper tonight. I'm looking at the same moon, Jade. And I'll be looking at the same moon in just a couple minutes when I get out there. And after I look at the moon, I think I'm going to try to crash because look, it's almost 10. My normal sleeping schedule should be between 10:30 and 11. Normally, right? But with everything that I've been going through and anticipation of coming here and all the work that I've done and the magnitude of the pain that I feel in my arms every day changes. It changes how things are supposed to be. I have to get rest when I'm able. And only when I'm able. Because when I'm not, I'm not. I actually surprise myself a lot every single day when I don't cry over how much pain I'm in. Like, I can't believe it. Like, how come I'm not bawling my eyes out, you know? Like I normally would be, you know, because it's just too much, bro. Maybe it's the thought that it doesn't really, like, do anything.
Angry, forceful, fatal blow. I'm just going to do this once and once only.
And it makes me more, realize more what needs to happen. If I want the pain to go away, I have to consider surgery, right? So it's not something that I like to really focus on that much. You know, I'm trying to avoid surgeries as it is. I'm going to have another major surgery soon. Whenever I decide to move forward with getting my zygomatic implants, that's going to happen, you know. Dude, I'm going to be cold when I go out there. I didn't bring any other jacket. Oh, I have my blanket. That's right. I have my blanket. That's my lifesaver. Yeah. So my wool sweater and my blanket, my wool blanket and my wool sweater should keep me warm. Watch. We'll test this theory out when we go out there, okay? We're going to test my little theory. I found my jars of jam. I'm going to put you down here for a second so I can put my little sweater on. And I have to zip it up, okay? Oh, I remember how crazy that night was when I first came here and I stayed at this hotel the first time. I know, Linda. Homeless is rampant and the cowboys are scared. Right, Jade? So, I remember the first time I was here. I was kind of like, in a weird space, I guess you could say. Because the first day that I got here, I wasn't able to stream because I was on timeout on YouTube. And I didn't understand the program and how things worked back then. You know, and every little thing was like major to me, right? Oh my God, YouTube did this and that and this and that. These days, you see, I don't even give a shit. I'll go live from every concert every time. See? You see my channel being timed out or restricted? It doesn't happen. Want to know why? Because I don't care. And I'll keep doing that. All the way through. I don't understand the zipper. The front of it must have broke because I have to bring it up from the back. It's so hard. It hurts so much. Come on, please lift up. Because it has to close in the front or I'll be cold. My chest will be cold. See, I'll show you in a second. You know, the part of the zipper that you hold on to and grab and make it go up and down? Well, this sweater is weird, but look, watch. Hold on. I have to go look in the mirror so I can show you what I'm talking about. Look, watch. Here, look. See this? There's usually something for you to hold on to it, right? So you can pull it up and down. Well, that part is missing. Hold on. That part is missing, so you can't. Watch, I'll turn it around. See? It should be right there, but so now I have to go from the inside of the zipper to pull up. It's a pain in the ass. Hold on. Okay. Now we're doing this. I got my shoes on. I gotta grab. Where's the damn keys? Hold on, I know you're in the dark. Hold on. I know you're in the dark. Trust me, I know. Here's the keys right here. I'll put them in my little back pocket. Let me check and see what's in the closet. Hold on.
Which meant Kathy's murder wasn't random at all. You had a lot to figure out.
We had a lot of unanswered questions.
Checking to see if there's any extra blankets.
A few days after the murder, tantalizing lead showed up at the police station.
Not in there, not in there, and not in there. They don't have it here. Sometimes they do in certain hotels. They'll have extra blankets and comforters, but they don't here. In fact, I don't even see a Bible in here.
There was no signature.
There was an individual who said that he had gone to the door.
I don't like the way that air is smelling.
The letter began. I am a
Nope, I don't like that.
I waited for her husband to leave yesterday and I went to her house. She didn't
Turn that bullshit off. I don't want to smell that.
The house was chilling of all. The writer said 3-year-old Sarah had
No, off.
The child couldn't get the door open. Whether he didn't see the child or not, it didn't say.
Off.
And
Okay.
the letter said,
See, that's what. Remember how I covered up that vent in that other place?
to that he had been.
Because I don't trust the shit that comes out of these vents.
Maybe that's what he was trying to say. I'm a married man.
I don't know what kind of filters they got going in none of this shit. If it does anything at all.
Stated the Krasnick's marriage.
Does it prevent like freaking
Oregon headed to the place where
weird particles from coming through and getting attached to my lungs? I doubt it.
they were arguing with something.
I mean, it depends, but I really doubt it. Where's my cowboy hat? There you are, my lovely.
the couple were inseparable.
Come on, partner. We gotta go outside.
They had eyes for each other.
That's right. I don't need that bullshit freaking sleeve. We're going without it. Let me see. We're going out the door right now. No one's gonna bother us. We're going out the door right now. Let's see. It's pitch dark. I got my wallet. I got the keys. And we'll go out this way. So far, I'm not cold yet because it's kind of warm in here. It's really warm in here right now, actually. Oh, look. Should we go out that way? Let me see. Let's go out this way and see what's here. We already know what's that way. Oh, this is just the back. See, that's where we eat in the morning. Where we have breakfast. They cook us food right there. What's back here? No smoking within 5 feet of the building. Really? I don't want to go out there. This is the wrong way. I want to go out from the front of the hotel, maybe. See, I'm trying to decide where it's going to be. I'm not going that way. There's too many people there. Okay. I'm going to go this way. And don't forget to remind me, I have to call Tart tonight before I go to sleep. Look east. Remember last year, CB, when I didn't have a car? Today, my household, just me, Jason, we've got 5 vehicles right now. That's amazing, Jade. That is amazing. See, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. What's around me? What the F is actually around me? Holy shit, I hear music over there. Look, Linda, there's a bar right across the street, Jack. Holy shit. That's it? What else is over here? I'm totally serious. People are trying to figure out where I am right now. Well, even if you do know where I am, you can't find out exactly where I'm at. My precise location is not for your consumption. And nobody here will tell you exactly where I am because it's against the law and against their procedure and things. What's this place called? All right. Really? The middle of the road, huh? Dark. Where is the moon? I don't see no. Oh, there it is over there. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Oh shit, we have to go to the other side. I'm going the wrong direction. Told you I have no sense of direction. That's the whole entire problem. My whole problem is I don't have an internal compass at all. Okay, I float in the wind. Okay, the wind carries me. There it is up there. Shit, I have to find a pair of scissors. How do I do that? We need to find scissors, Linda. Totally serious. Go where you feel safe. Don't be in a rush. You'll overlook your gut feeling. I know, sometimes I do that. I have done that a lot. That's a true statement. Oh, listen to all the seeds. Ow, 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 don't poke me. You're supposed to poke Megan Cole. Stop poking me. Okay, wait. I want these seeds. Linda said just a thing in the ground and it'll... Yeah, that is God blessing us. But, you know, like, sometimes you're just like, oh, no, I got this. No, you don't. Without God, there's, you know... See, because I may not have a sense of direction, but I have a connection with God. So that makes up for it. You know what I mean? Like, at any given time, I could just decide, like, oh, my God, you know, this is not right. So, and then I'll just start changing directions from there. Hold on, I got to grab this pine cone real quick. Come here, thy lovely. You're just sitting here by your little self. And I'm wondering why you're sitting here by yourself. So I'm going to pick it up and bring it over here, well, into the light. And look at it. Oh, there's a little seed. There's going to be more of them, Missy. See? Here it is right here. Let me show it to you. But, you know, seeds are delicate, right? Seeds are very delicate. Got to be very careful not to damage them, right? Here's a little propelling seed. Look, it looks like a fish with a tail. It looks like a tadpole. Doesn't it to you? Looks like a total tadpole, bro. Okay. I'm going to put it right there because I'm going to take it with us when we go back inside. But for now, I have to walk, I guess, away from the building so I can hit my puff bar. It's not like anyone's watching me anyways, but yeah, because after I take a couple puff on my puff bar. I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna take my clothes off. I'm gonna jump in bed. I'm going to crash. I have to. I have to. Because tomorrow I can't sleep when I'm on the bus or on the train, right? I have to be paying attention to what is actually going on so I can get home. Right? I can't be, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to take a nap now. No, bitch, you got to pay attention to what's going on, okay? Like, don't be deviating right now. Holy shit. Oh, look, this is almost a perfect pine cone. I love it. Look. It's so beautiful. This one's almost complete. I love it. We'll put it right there for now. Because, you know, I'm always in search for the perfect pine cone, right? Haven't even hit my puff bar yet. Slacking off with the program. Okay, now. People are partying it up here. Look, I think I'm 25 feet away from the building. Yeah, I'm definitely 25 feet away. See, look, I'm not cold at all. Why? Because I have a wool sweater on and a wool blanket on top of that. These Tesla charging stations, how good. So there's apartments over there, restaurant right there, something right there, but I can't tell what it is. I'm gonna go right here. Can't see that far of a distance, especially at night, which is why I don't like to drive. No smoking within 25 feet. Sure thing, dude. What smoke, bro? There is no smoke. Literally. There is no smoke, okay? That's smoke and mirrors right there, just by saying that there's smoke when there isn't any. Do you know what hotels do, right? Even when there's no guests in the rooms, they'll have the lights on in the room to make other people think that there's guests staying there, right? So that other people will want to stay there too. So in other words, they spend money wasting electricity trying to get people to think that they should stay there because look, all these other people stay there, right? Hold on, I have to look behind me every now and then. Make sure no one's creeping up behind me. I have to be ready at any time in case someone does. There's nothing back. I don't like it back here. Yep, I definitely don't like it back here. Wait, what's that? What is that? Some kind of store? Yeah, there's other store. Look, there's a moon there again. Yeah, well, this is as far as I go because everything's closed anyways. Yeah, it's my damn bedtime now. In reality, I'm not going to stay awake any longer than this. Good thing I don't have any THC. That's a very good thing right now. Oh. Yeah, but I dug the experience today. It was very cool. It was awesome. I can't believe how awesome it was. And now, get your red brain and get into the mode of, right? I'm coming down to my normal life again within hours from now. I mean, not too short of hours, but within the next 15, 16 hours, things are going to change. Okay, let's see. And go this way. Grab my little pine cone that I selected over there. Okay. So I'm going to extract the seeds from it. And take it home. See if any of them will grow. I want to find the perfect pine cone, but I just don't think I will. Because when they fall apart, that one doesn't have anything. Let me see. Oh man, look, this one's missing a couple pieces for it to be complete. Look, watch. See how it's almost complete? Just a few of them are missing. That's God's signature. Let's see this one. Same thing with this one. It's almost complete except for one side's not there. Hold on. Here's another one. There's a couple pieces missing. See if there's a couple pieces missing. It disrupts the pattern. And then it doesn't work. There's a bunch of seeds in that one, but I don't care. Hold up. I'm trying to find the perfect pine cone I told you. Here's another one that's not intact. Hold on. I'm trying to find the perfect pine cone. Here's another one. Ooh, this one's almost intact. You see it? Almost. Getting closer. Let's hope we can find one that is. Nope, not that one. Okay, hold on. Gotta grab my little blanket so it doesn't drag on the ground. Ooh, almost. Again, see it? Something has to break its fall so that it doesn't hit the ground totally hard when it lands, right? Otherwise, it disrupts the pattern each one of these things, like I guess, I don't know what they're called. Each individual little section, if it's disrupted, then it changes everything, right? It changes its everything. So they're like, hey, this chick is crazy. She's looking for pine cones that are still like intact, which is like an impossibility if you think about it, because it just is. Okay, let's see. Any of these intact? Nope. 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 Close but no cigar. Nope. There's just a couple more. Close but no cigar. This one is really close. See, it was really close of it being complete. But nope. How about this one? Not even close. Not even close again. I'm just going to stick with a couple of pine cones that I've chosen, which are really good ones. See, and I'm not even cold, which is a great thing. See, look. I'm actually going to only choose one of these. Let me see. No, I can't choose one. I have to take both of them. I need them both. Okay, so perception is everything. If you think it and you believe it, then it is. Right? So that's the main thing to remember. Be careful on what you allow your perception to actually be. Because, right, after all, through everyone's eyes is a different world completely. Like, you can never tell what somebody is thinking. You know? Is this one complete? I doubt it. Definitely not. Where should we go in at? Should we go in through here? I'm not done smoking. Oh, there's my other little python. This is actually the better one. This is the best one of all. It's so beautiful. I think I need to take it and make a little video of it. And post it, face it. I'm going to wrap it in my little blanket soon. I'm taking 3 of them with me. Unless I find another one that's better along the way that I should keep. Then I'll get rid of the one that I have to keep the new one. But so far right now there's 3. Actually 4, because I left one on that rock right there. See it? Yeah. Okay, this chick likes pine cones for some reason. Okay, she's tripping us out. This chick was like picking up pine cones, looking at them and going, what the hell? These pine cones, they're not complete and shit. I'm going to go 25 feet away from the building. I'm going to sit one of these rocks right here. Look. Something on the bottom of my shoe. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right here for a hot little second. What is that? Oh, it's just a regular van going by. Cool. Alright. Oh, that's too much of a little steep hill. See this little steep hill? I don't want to go up it. I'm lazy as F. I almost feel hot right now. I wish 7-Eleven or something. Doesn't appear that there's much here. Oh, I don't want to go up that little hill. I'm too lazy. I'm too tired. Okay. That's it for this adventure. Okay, we conquered. Now it's time to just... We went big, okay, now we're gonna go home. Look, there's the bike crew again. Several of them riding bikes around town. Alright. Now, we're gonna get it together. We're gonna go inside. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna wrap these things up right here real quick. Put you down here for 10 seconds, hold on. I haven't been reading chat because... Hey! What? Who said that? Oh my God, I'm not 25 feet away from the building. Puff, puff, pass. It's just nicotine, bro. Because it's a good thing I don't have anything else right now. Because that makes me more spaced out, right? Because, bro, when I get stoned, you would think that I was like a blonde or something. Salisbury Hill. Oh, really? So we're going to put all these little pine cones in here. Take them with us. This one. I need bubble wrap for my pine cones. Okay, I need to protect my pine cones. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got these wrapped up. We're good to go. Reach out, Miss G. Did you see the moon? Yes, I seen the moon. So I came out here to look at the moon, remember? We're supposed to come out here and look at the moon, remember? That's what we did. Yeah. That's why I said we seen, we conquered, and now we can go home. Okay. Here's the other little pine cones just sitting here waiting for me. Well, it's not so little, you know? But nonetheless, it's sitting here waiting for me. I'm going to have to put you down here again really fast. Someone threw a whole a loaf of bread away. Why wouldn't they just spread it around, huh? And let the birds or the fish eat it? Well, not fish, because there's fish by here, but I mean, in the event that there would be. We waste so much food every day as everything. As a nation or a people or a country or whatever you'd want to say. So, here's that they have cameras by every entrance, right? In which I don't really care. They can freaking record me all they want. Like right now, my hands are killing me just holding on to these pine cones. Okay, it's killing me. But it's all good. I'm almost done for today, right? My day's coming to a closure in very few minutes. I'll reach out once I'm sitting down. You gotta just stay with me for a minute because my hands are full and I'm not able to like do too many things at once. So we have to play it by ear and by what we can actually handle. They're leaving? Damn, dude. They're out of here. Oh, go 25 feet away from the building. What smoke? I don't see no smoke. Y'all are full of it. All right. Grab these here little keys. See, because I still got to go and I still got to call Tart. Good night, guys. See you in the morning. Take care. Thanks for everything. So, it's kind of like I got to get my stuff together, right? So that as the hours progress, I'm more ready. Let's see which one of these is gonna work. I love it. Worked on the first shot and everything. It's looking beautiful. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna reach out as soon as I take my sweater off. Hold on. Put my little pine cones over here.
PhD economist James
So I could properly accommodate them.
noticed something
Oh, my hands are killing me.
suspicious about Kathy's husband.
Okay, I want everybody that's in chat right now. Okay, take your finger on your index finger and your thumb. Okay, and go to your other hand, and on the webs of your hands, you know where your fingers attach down at the bottom. So in other words, at the very bottom right here, at the webs of your hands, squeeze that part of your hand as hard as you can. You squeeze it. Does it hurt?
By 2016, he was living near Seattle. Stayed still in Washington.
Are you following instructions right now? Because it's very important that you do that. I have to return the salt and pepper shaker too. We should probably do that right after I take off my sweater,
And he was remarried.
so that they'll already be there in the morning,
So he's been married
right when everybody wakes up.
since Kathy's death.
When I wake up and go out there to have
I mean, that's a
my breakfast,
can of worms to
they'll be
unwrap
there. Okay.
right there.
Why is this bullshit on? I thought I turned you off.
Interviewed James's ex-wives. His first wife after Kathy's death said the marriage had lasted less than a year.
I remember her telling me that, James just abruptly ended it. And,
What the actual F is wrong with this thing?
She came upstairs with some coffee. He's like, this isn't working. She's like, what the coffee? He's like, no loss.
Had she expressed if he got violent or if he was an angry person?
her expression to me was that, she never experienced
Yeah, because we got to cool it off in here.
James's
I'm going to put my sweater up here. Oh, and plus I'm trying to dry my shorts, remember?
he might have a temper.
My shorts have to be right here in front of the AC. All right, forget about hanging my sweater up there, then it has to be over here. I don't care right now. Hold on, I'm gonna take off my shoes. Shit. We have to return those things. Oh, here's my fudge, Linda. This is the thingy for the freaking ice thing. And that's another thing that, like, I have to do is try to keep everything nice and tidy so that I don't have to do that later, right? Because that'll be extra work when I'm trying to get ready to go. And I don't need that. So I'm just going to throw that away. It's time to put away all these little rocks. Put away all my little things. I'm thirsty, but I better not drink too much tea. Otherwise, my bladder will wake me up and disrupt my rest just to make me get up and go to the darn bathroom. How annoying of a thing is that? So damn annoying. All right, let me grab the keys again. We're gonna go return these little salt shakers, and when we get back, then I'll re-chat. Get these little cards right here. Put them in our little pocket. We're gonna go for a little walk and drop these off. So that'll be done and over with. Oh, what time is it? Oh, now it's too late to go to the hot tub. Fuck, bitch. Fuck. I really wanted to do that too. Damn it. No one's gonna be out there now. Because it's closed. Hold on, am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. It's down the other way. I came in the wrong door, that's why I don't know which way I'm going. It's a crazy place. What's that? Oh, go upstairs from here. Blah, 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 blah. Is this what it is? Now we're going the right way. We have to go straight down here, and it'll be on the right. You know, where everybody eats in the morning. You'll see.
Have so much fun tomorrow.
After all, it's
I will not be thinking of
Holy shit, cowgirl. Man, she's wild. See, here I found where we're supposed to go. See, look. The little salt shaker back. And the little pepper shaker. And we're done. So beautiful. Hey, look, they're going to the pool. What's going on here?
Hey, you guys are real black like you were black before.
Do you want me to carry one for you?
Wait, I have to wait and see if they're going in the pool. Hold on. Nope, they're definitely not. They're definitely not because they've reached their destination now. Okay, hold on. Now I need to potty again. That was kind of funny if you think about it realistically. Because the dude's all, hey, if you were a real biker, leave you riding mopeds. It's like, dude, shut up, bro. Hold on, I'm going to put you guys down here and put you on mute so that I can use the restroom. Hold on, first I'm going to take off my shoes. I wish I was right in front of the pool, but it doesn't matter because I can't go out there now anyways, it's too late. See, I wanted to go out there from like 9:30 to 10, right when it ends. I think it's over at 10, isn't it? I really ought to pay better attention to things. Well, either way, it's okay. I could just leave my wallet in my pants because I'm going to be wearing these in the morning because remember, it's going to be cold. Crap. I need to get offline and I need to call Tart right now and get that worked out. Otherwise, I'll be having to download Uber and go through all this other happy ass horse shit. Right, okay. I'm not gonna mute it. I'm just gonna use the bathroom. Taking off my hat.
It was the beginning of a 90-minute interview during which detectives did most of the talking. The soft-spoken James gave brief, sometimes halting answers. The detective had brought along a diagram of the house to help jog his memory. He originally told police he found Sarah in her room.
I'm just grabbing a hot towel for my face. Latch the door locked. Latch the door lock. Then, wait, the blinds are closed? Oh, I get it. Because these things aren't, they're not meant to do that? Okay. No problem. Okay, we need this. You're right here with this. I'm just grabbing a hot towel so I can use it on my face and go to sleep. Okay. Alright, I always leave the bathroom light on because it's not pitch dark at night. Turn that little light off. Turn this other little light off. I got my pen and paper over there. Okay, I gotta cover up that lamp. Hold on. I'm gonna cover up that lamp with a full towel. So I like it like not so bright. That's not enough covering. Hold on. I need this other little towel to go across it. Hold on. I already got my hot towel for my face. That's better. Pull these sheets apart. These sheets aren't meant to stay like that. Okay. Hold on, I have to grab my charger from the desk. Okay. Here's my charger. Okay, give me another second because I'm trying to get situated so that I don't have hardly anything to do right in the morning when I get up. All I have to do is get dressed, wash my face, and go have breakfast and wait for my ride. That's all I plan on doing, okay? So I have to get ready for that. That means I have to have all this stuff put away. Where's my beautiful little boots? There you are. That means I have to have all this stuff put away tonight, right now. Because if I fail to plan, then I'm planning to fail. So that goes there. My little boots. Okay, because I have to put my little rocks in my little boots. Okay. Because I'm wearing my Converse on. So that can go in there. All these rocks can go in here. Now I'm going to divide it up between both boots tonight. I'm not going to put everything in one boot. Okay, because this is a good place to put things. In my little boot. Except for that one. The big brown black one doesn't go there. Okay, there we go. That goes in there. This one goes in here. And all the other little rocks can go in that other little bag. So right now, I'm going to use the bag for my hat, the bag that my hat came in. I hope you can hear me. Hope I'm not too far away where you can't hear me. Making sure conversation. Yeah, no, you can keep chat going or you don't have to. You don't have to worry about entertaining anyone else. Just be yourselves and let things play out natural. You know. I know it's my channel and all, but even I'm not responsible for your entertainment, right? I was like tripping out on that before I left home. Because with the new tenants and everything, I wanted to have a swimming pool for them to swim in. But it's kind of like not my job. Okay, I have to realize that certain things are not my job. Like, I'm not responsible for entertaining anyone. My kids are, at an age where I don't need to worry about entertaining them. Okay, so this is packed away. What else am I supposed to do? Okay, this has to be packed away. I'm just going to fold this bag right here and put it inside another bag because it's less volume. Okay, I have to do this. And then these things can go in here as well. Those can go in there. I don't want to lose them or anything, but they're going to go in there. Well, I know what to do with them. Hold on. I changed my mind. I'm going to put it in this little pocket thing right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then close this up. That's put away. Then we can put this away somewhere else. And
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can.
put my control.
Put water back in its place. Bay Area Underpay is now Groundworks. To celebrate our
I don't know. I might wear my Kylie shirt again tomorrow.
repair.
So I'm gonna keep that there. Just gonna put all this in here. Okay, that way that will already be done. What else is there? I'll get those in the morning. Trying to rack my brain. Okay, so my backpack and that is already packed. Get this, my little seed pod things that Linda got me, made for me. Okay, now what? Use this little pocket to put these in. Okay. Along with my little seeds. My seeds are gonna go in there as well. All y'all jump in there. I'm almost done, guys. Hold on. Oh shit, and I haven't even picked a walking stick yet. Okay. Am I done?
Get 0% APR for 48 months plus 0 customer down.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some of my clothes
On Ford Explorer and Escape.
in my backpack.
Watch KCRA 3 News.
Put that in there as well. Then all I have to do, actually I could put that big bag in there. So now I could put all my pine cones in this bag right here. And it'll be done and over with. Okay, that will be resolved.
30 years have passed since
Okay,
Sarah Krause
that's
was
one.
at the Brighton police station drawing
That's
still
another
photos of
one.
her mother's murder. Now,
This one.
investigators wanted to talk to her again
And this
about her
one.
memories of what she'd seen back then.
Let go.
About the father who raised her.
Let go.
This is delicate. I
Okay,
mean,
there we go.
because of the history and
Everybody's
sometimes
where they're supposed to be now.
It was nervous.
Grab my hair little blanket.
It was hard to
I don't
know
think
Sarah
I'll need it in the morning, but if I do, I'll just pull it out.
She was living hundreds of miles away.
Put this in here.
Houston, Texas. It was the day after her 38th birthday when 2 investigators from the DA's office knocked on her door.
Get off of there.
At the exact
Grab
same
this.
time investigators were talking to her father.
This can go in here as well.
Because
See, because I'm trying to downsize where I could get rid of one of these bags. At least fold it up and put it away. My little hat can go there, or it can go here, it doesn't matter. I'll put it right here. Okay, that's enough. I'm done. Grab this.
the investigators
Fold this up in here.
her mother's case had been reopened and they wanted to hear Sarah's
Put this in here.
And so began a remarkable conversation.
Zip this up.
Young woman confront her memories, her lifelong.
That way I'll know that this is already done.
What she knew about her father.
Put this here little jam in one of these things right here.
Sarah said her memories were
Yeah, that's
hazy and
beautiful.
jumbled, but she would do her best to
Yeah,
remember.
that's beautiful.
She made sure her own kids were out of earshot.
Okay.
And then began.
Hold on. Put that in there. I want this little rock right here on the side. Right here. My little pocket. Alright, done. Got my little fudge. Put that on the top. Put this in here. And I'm ready to rock and roll in the morning, baby.
Could have been broken glass.
Ready to rock and roll. This one can go on this side. Yes. Yes.
She said she
Close
didn't
this
remember
up.
who found her in the house. She did remember
Okay.
talking to the police.
Alright, that's good. I'm ready. I'm done. Need to put this back with the ice box thing. Get my little bandana. Everything is in order.
She told the investigator she
Get my
wasn't
change.
surprised her dad hadn't been in regular contact.
Put this back in the bathroom. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Sarah Sarah said she felt the same way.
There's nothing in the bathroom because I didn't take anything in there.
That's what she knew.
So my little bandana can go in here. I can just throw all my change in there. What is all this? Oh, more change and more crystals? Crap, wrecked. Okay, hold on. Put this in the front pocket. All these seeds and money. Put it all in here.
Described the move to Washington State.
Sorry, guys.
A college in Arizona.
I have to just be ready.
Family to Texas.
I can't be slacking off.
At the end of the phone was her dad.
Okay, I'm done. All done. It was great.
Investigators
My little hat can be ready for me in the morning.
an hour into the conversation, they started doing
All right, I'm back. Hold on.
laying out for
All I have to do now is put this, I have to go rewarm this towel because it got cold.
something new, some new science.
There were significant developments that were made by the forensic group that helped this very precisely in the Arizona to find
James Crossman told police that when he left for work, Kathy was alive. Back in 1982, the medical examiner said that could very well be true. But the investigators told Sarah that thanks to scientific advances, they could pin down exactly what time her mother
beautiful.
died. And the answer struck right at the heart of everything
Okay,
Sarah
beautiful.
told about the murder.
I can't wait to get underneath these blankets. Still gotta call Tart though. Okay, hold on. Just putting this little warm towel on my face just to relax myself a little bit more right now. Oh, God, give me strength. Oh, it feels so good. Oh, yeah.
This had to be just incredibly unsettling for Sarah. That she's probably been told one thing, by her dad her entire life, and now the police are telling her they think her dad's a killer.
Correct.
So that's why we thought it was very important to come down here and talk to you first. Yeah, it's my like and him wanted to
Okay.
and him still on that.
Oh. Oh. Life is hard, right, guys? Life isn't easy. Let me tell you, life is not easy. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back here, start reading everything because I didn't say nerd. You'll get this. I'm so close to Reno, I can see sparks. Wow, that sounded poetic almost. Message you, I really dig my life here. Nerds on it. We live on Main Street, on the corner of Main and the highway. We got it good. That's great. You will get this. So close to Reno, I got it. I know I should probably read more further back, but speak to Tesla. Everything is read wrong. Yeah. Here's 7th for Reno, actually. Bird Eye. Did I say it right, Jade? Bird Eye. That's all good. Fact of the matter is, we're all here for Kylie. Kylie up. Any other person. Okay, so then, speak to text. I gotta laugh because I didn't say nerd. Yak, 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 yak. Ah, gotcha. Nice house. Just from a location, I would say. I'm not welcome at several motels in Reno just because of old 40 West. Okay, hold on. Say her name, Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney, okay? Kylie Rodney. Kylie Rodney. Pay attention, Kylie Rodney. Gotta say one thing, if I lived in town and a bunch of people on true crime thought my town was nasty and unlived a girl, I'd be laughing at their asses for them doing lives like this, chatting like we are. But they ain't laughing at us because they know they hurt her. They know we aren't wrong, and they know we are correct, and they know that we will get justice. Oh, I just got the largest trailer park. Laughed my ass off. Hey, don't be knocking things. Trailer park is still moving on up, eh? You know me, Mrs. G. I'll always be myself. Of course, Jade, you're the best. Being yourself is the best. Thank you for your channel and my First Amendment right to have freedom of speech. Of course, Jade. No one can take what is rightfully yours away. Feel me, Angel? What I just said about the Nefarians of Truckee. Oh, yes. I'm outside on the porch and my cat's staring at me out the window. Tweaker kitty! Yes, bird eye. I'm crying as you read that. Aw. Oh, Jade. You're so sensitive. You're such a sensitive, delicate soul. Right? Your spirit is just so delicate. I wish you all the wonderful things, right, in life. That life is easier, sweeter, treats you better, right? And it gives you an abundance of all things that are good, as I wish for everyone, right? Um, Sometimes I cry without even knowing that I am, like sometimes I'll be crying and tears will be flowing down my face, and I'll just be like, whoa, that's a trip, bro, because it's just so much can come out from our inner self being. Of course, you are heard and understood, not just heard, but understood. Hi, Kathleen, welcome. I love Mrs. G. I'm Pisces, it's my last life. I wouldn't say that. Life is something that really doesn't end. And you realize it doesn't have a beginning, and as it does not have an end as well, right? Before you go to the Creator, last life before you go to the Creator, I don't know. If it's true about you, then it's true about all of us, you know? But as spiritual beings, right, we transcend. We don't just stop, we transcend. Okay? Like, before the foundations of the earth were established, God already knew everything that was going to happen afterwards, right? So, we just transcend. So when the earth was void and dark and black, and you know darkness filled the face of the whatever, void. The void was the absence of God's knowledge, not knowledge, but his recognition, I guess, of what he had actually done, in my opinion, right? Then once he realized how grand of things that he actually was able to create, we continue on. Yes, Angel. I've seen your name the last few days. Yes, she's always here. Usually Kathleen is always usually here. But God, I don't want to get off this live with you guys. I just don't. What should I do? I should call Tart from the phone at the hotel. I should make a call from here to there. Because, well, that could only take me a couple seconds, but every time I get off the live and I come back on, like, nobody wants to come back in because they're like, come on. She keeps, like, turning off her live and then coming back on in, like, 10 or 15 minutes. That's because I have to do things in between. Like, I had to go get my dinner, right? I went to the pool. I took you with me. Most of the time when I, am able, I just keep you guys with me. Hey, Kathleen, hi. Hey, I posted, I know this is off the topic, but I have a PhD posted today on X. Okay, that science found a global phenomenon, and that is every skin mole that that has a hair on it, they magnify the hair. And every hair on the skin Well, globally looks like Rosie O'Donnell. Interesting. Is that an interesting fact or just
In late
a statement?
2019, the state filed second-degree murder charges against 68-year-old James Krause. By that
Go to
point,
the
almost
creator. Let
20
me think
years
about
had
that
passed
for a minute.
since Kathy's murder. Did you ever think, in all the time
The
that
only
passed
time
since
any of
Kathy's
us
murder,
truly return to the creator, right, or will be there at that
the case
actual
went to trial
place
in September of
is
2022.
when Christ comes to judge, right? The living and the dead.
Were there every day.
Until then, in my opinion, we just keep transcending, right? As we wait. As we wait. Because when that time comes, what happens after that is eternal life.
In his 90s,
There will be never death again. Never will you cry and feel pain. Never will anyone ever feel sick or get diseases. And your skin won't get old and wrinkly. You won't get tired. Your bones will feel restored and renewed, right? Your spirit will be fresh and bright and wonderful, right?
That's how long Kathy's family has been waiting.
I'm cracking you up? Jeez. Well, that's a good thing if I could do that to you, right? That's a good thing. At least I don't have you crying all the time. But I'm just saying, like,
I mean, did you worry about
the only time we're going to have to go back to the creator is when it's time to settle up the score. You know what I mean? Like, just, hey, what actually did I do? You know what I mean? Like, are you gonna punish me? Are you gonna like reward me? What's gonna happen, right? When we have to actually face what we're dealing with. But yeah, it's a transcending situation, continual.
just like James's boat shoe, the fact that no one else's DNA
10:34. It's still early.
and how James took the
See, I can also call in the morning, but I don't want to take chances on them not getting here on time. Because since they don't get going until 6:30, it's kind of like a
and the state
have
attempted
to
to
take the
prevent
dog out if you're offline by the time I get back. Have a safe trip home, Mrs. G. Have a great night, Jade. Thank you, angels.
working on high-profile
God bless you.
told this
Sleep well and have a nice little walk with your puppy.
James went to work.
Be aware of your surroundings at all times.
That Kathy died before 6:30. I think his reasoning was easy to follow for the jury. But we also did.
So 5 of us are here.
Another piece
5 of us are here, and
gone bad made no sense.
it's strange. It's strange when I come to the end of my trip here. I feel sad and at the same time kind of like numb, a little bit numb, you know, like it's surreal, I guess. Having to go back home and then wait a whole another year to come back. I don't know, I'm thinking about coming back for Truckee Thursdays a couple times during the year, you know. Are they still out there in the winter? Jade, do you know? Truckee Thursdays? Sammy Smith is going to pay for her crimes, and if it don't happen in our lifetime where we could see it, then the Almighty is going to take care of that, and she won't have time for repentance. Yeah, well, he might actually not let her continue on existing in any way, shape, or form, right? Because God can do away with evil, right? At will. He can do whatever he wants at will. So the ultimate punishment would be to be non-existent, right? Being non-existent. Hazmat, save Ginger. I know, right? Save Ginger. That's an idea, okay? Save Ginger. That's critical. In reality, poor dog. Man, dude, it's crazy. See, the one thing God could do is prevent, he could shut anything down he wants, but also he can hand them over to the ones that they serve for eternity. Like, you chose your path, then this is where you're going to be, right? That's justice, I think. That's pretty much justice. Because how could anybody stand by anyone hurting someone like Kylie? There's no way. They did a great sin in God's eyes. Believe me when I tell you this. They seriously hurt God's heart when they hurt Kylie Rodney, okay? And I happen to be very attentive to what matters to God, right? Even if it's true or not, it's my belief, right? I believe that whatever saddens God's heart saddens my heart, right? So I'm focused on the things that aren't pleasing to him or that hurt him, right? Or disappoints him or whatever it is that I'm trying to say or think. But yeah, somebody did a great sin, hugely great sin in harming Kylie. There's not forgiveness for things like that, my opinion. If you're here, F you, yep. Overall, God has the last God has the last say, right? He's the ultimate author and writer. He is the potter, right? He is the creator of it all. He has the ultimate power and say in everything in the end. So it's all okay. You can rest assured that God is in control of everything all the time, no matter what. I was gonna see if we could try to stay live long enough um for angels to come back. But again, uh, we don't know how long that'll be, so I think I need to get off the live so that I can make this call and get this set up for the morning and close my eyes and get my rest. Thank you all for joining me here and having loyalty to Kylie. It means a lot to me. It really does. Um, because, like, we're not sure how much she's able to know or realize or recognize, or even if she does at all, right? Our intents of what we do here now that she's gone. But not that my hope is that she does know, but that some way she understands or has that understanding, right? Or knowledge that just because whatever happened to her happened, right? We're not trying to hold on to her here for any reason other than justice itself. Just got a notification about your channel posting something about a man in a red shirt. Yeah, because we were going by Donner today, and tenfold is real. How about 7 times 70? That's even more real. 70 times 7 is a real thing. But yeah, because we were going by Donner, and there was this dude rock climbing, and he was wearing a red shirt, and that's all you could see. Yes, she did. If she even has any offspring, which I'm not sure she ever will. I don't think she might ever do that. It's possible, but maybe that's one of the punishments. Who knows, right? Who really knows? Like how when hi Kathleen, good night. I've enjoyed these lives. Prayers for safe travels. 70 times 7 sounds good to me. Yep. Good night, Kathleen. God bless you. Thank you also for being here. I can't tell you any one of you what it means to me to be here with me, right? For Kylie's justice. And I just hope that even if what I do is all for naught, it's still something that I do because it means a lot, Yeah. Oh, you guys have never met before? Oh, Jade, Kathleen, Jade. May God may seek justice for Kylie at any time. Yes, he does. He will. And he can. I love you all so much. I'm not able to express in words what all of your devotion and loyalty to Kylie means to me because I am that. I am that towards what I believe in. So thank you so much. And I'll go live in the morning at some point, okay? If I, for some reason, wake up and I can't sleep tonight, I'll try to come on again. But at the same time, I don't want anyone waking up just to come into the live, you know? You handle it, Miss G. Love you, and I'll be looking for your live tomorrow. So you got somebody in your chat. I'm sure you'll always have somebody. But I want to be there too, of course, Jade. All of us is what makes the whole, right? Each part of us is what makes us whole. We got to focus on who's here. And right now, you mean a lot to me, Mrs. G. Thank you, Jade. I appreciate those words. They mean a lot to me. I love you. I love each and every one of you. Right? Don't believe Megan Cole. Like, I can't love somebody I've never met. Well, what about all her little, followers? She's so full of crap. She doesn't even know what's real. She's so fake, right? When we cry tears, they're sincere tears, right? They're not fake tears, right? When I lived in Verdi, I felt her music in the wind. I felt her spirit in the wind. Came over that mountain, down into the Reno diarrhea. Wow. You felt her spirit. Oops. Not diarrhea. Yeah. You're so cute and funny. I speak to text. So it always comes out wrong. You're so funny, I swear. You're great. You're so great. Yeah. Uh, Good night, my darlings. I'll see you soon. I'll be in Dreamland, hoping to meet up with Kylie somewhere along the lines and along the way. Maybe y'all can meet me there too, even if it's just for a second. I'll see you all in a short few hours. I love you. We love you, Kylie. Thank you for being here. Good night. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now. Goodbye, my little baby. Mama loves that baby. Mama waiting for that baby to come home. Good night, my sweet pie. Some people shouldn't reproduce just like Megan Cole shouldn't have, and I know that sounds cool, but I don't give it. I give it. AF. Could not. Yeah, I understand you, Jade. I understand what you were meaning. I feel your heart, and I know your intent. I really do. And just let God be the driver, and we'll get there just fine. Slow and steady wins the race. All my love and blessings to all and each one of you. Good night. Ciao for now. Sweet dreams.